Own Liabo Setho is in the Fashion Kapital. Now, this rejuvenated city square is the heart of Joburg's original clothing manufacturing district and is the place to head for Pan-African style inspiration and shopping. It's a hub for fashion talent, showcasing the latest designs from students and designers. Let's cross over now to Liabo Setho. Liabo, let's talk exactly about where you are and what it is you're beginning to experience as we perhaps detail a little bit more with regards to that fashion-scape in Jozi.
Hello, Arabella. Well, I'm at the Fashion Kapital in downtown Johannesburg, down Pritchard Road. This is a hub for up-and-coming designers. They are offered space at very affordable prices to come and showcase their wares and be able to make their products affordable and accessible to the general public. We have a couple of stores that, as you can see behind me, I don't know how far the camera can go, but this is where you would come if you are looking for a different design, if you are looking for a custom-made garment. You'd come here and hopefully you would get it at a much more affordable price, because the designer that would be situated here is one that is still up and coming, still trying to find their way up in the ladder. But at the heart of every fashion design or every fashion industry, Arabile, is the fabric. The fabric is the one that that makes the garment what it is, and that makes a person feel confident or maybe not confident, depending on the kind of fabric that you have chosen. I have asked Ms. Agnes Madi, who is with Studio 109 here at Fashion Kapital, to join us to find out about the fabric market. We know that is strongly rooted in the textile industry that in South Africa is quite weak because of the imports that we've seen flooding the market. Ms. Madi, thank you very much for your time. First of all, you've been in the textile industry and this industry for about 27 years. What have you seen evolve over the years?
Years ago, the textile industry was very nice and was very good, because we had a lot of mills in South Africa and overseas. So like now, as we grow older and everything changes, like most of the mills were closed, and then now the only one we have surviving in South Africa is Takama Textile, of which is still keeping the very good quality fabrics. And then people now, they're finding it is too expensive, because now they do get copies of the 100% cotton that they're keeping. They do the copies of.
How does this affect business when you get now people doing copies over the original that we used to see?
It really affects businesses, because now people, they're running for the cheaper version of fabrics, of which they don't come for the expensive one that we normally keeping. The people, they like to buy from the cheaper suppliers.
But you still have people who like quality, who would still pay a price. How much do people typically would spend for a fabric?
We do have people who still like to buy from our fabrics, because people, they still believing in the good quality fabrics as much as like they don't like cheaper fabrics. And we do have people buying, like designers who buying fabrics from us. They don't even mind to pay close to 600-700 rands per meter, because they still like the quality that we're keeping in the shop.
Now to the very exciting part. Show me what are the trends, what is in for 2019 in terms of fabric. What do we have?
For 2019, we do have African fabric, as we call it, 3 cats sishweshwe, because before we used to have 3 cats in only 3 colors: blue, brown and red. But now we've got nice colors that we're keeping for young people and for adults. This is the shweshwe that we're keeping. And when we also have the African print called wax fabrics, it comes in a lot of colors and a lot of prints. People are still liking it, and they like it very much.
Oh, that's nice. And winter is approaching. What kind of fabric should one be looking out for if you want to create a nice suit or a jumpsuit or a skirt in a much more warmer fabric?
The fabric that we can use for this winter, we've got the scuba in plains, and then we've got digital scuba in prints. Those are the fabric that gonna be used in this winter. They are people, they like them very much, and then they are warm, and we can use for both seasons, in fact, but they are nice and warm in winter.
Agnes, on average, how much would I pay for a meter of scuba?
A meter of scuba, you can pay an average of 55 rands.
Please say that again.
You can pay an average of 55 rands a meter at Fashion District.
I know that you also cater a lot for the African market. So when you compare our market in South Africa and that of Africa and the rest of the world, what would you say are the dynamics for the South African and African market compared to the international?
We're still keeping the unique fabrics, and then we're keeping fabrics that every nation can use in our shop. Like now we've got nice prints that came in as the Ndebele print and then the Tonga and everything. So that's the prints that we are keeping in the shop, and we cater for all nations.
I know that you also do a lot of wax prints which are quite popular. Tell me a little bit about the wax prints.
The wax prints are too big this year, this time of the year, this time. So the colors and prints that we keep, like, we don't match the ones that we find from the other shop. We've got all our own prints that we're selling in the shop.
Agnes, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
All right, Arabile, there you have it. Agnes Madi, she works for Studio 109 downtown in Johannesburg near at the Fashion District. They are fashion wholesalers, and they deal particularly with fabric. She says that this fabric here is one that you could use in the upcoming winter season, and that prints are quite in. And we'll have more on this fashion special in the next hour here on SABC News Channel.
You might want to just keep your phone open and just look at your text in a few minutes. Some of that fabric might be something I asked you to get for me, so please just keep a hold of that one there for me. I need a tuxedo very soon, so that will be great. Of course, our very own Liabo Setho, right in the fashion capital in the heart of Joburg. Let's get over now to Nompu.